Big start to the week here in Ontario as mandatory mask mandates have officially ended, meaning anybody trying to go into small shop, indoor settings, well, at this point, you're no longer required to wear a mask. Now, before we go any further and what this means for you, we need to do a few things like subscribing to this channel, tapping that notification bell, and make sure to follow us on all of our social media. The details are in the description below. All right, producer Dev, come on into this conversation because this is a big week.
It is.
It means a lot for a lot of people.
And a lot of people have been waiting for this week, right? Like bated breath.
100%. It now means that you have the choice to choose if you want to put on a mask, if you're gonna go into a store like, let's say Shoppers Drug Mart, or if you don't want to do that.
And choose being the keyword, right?
Exactly. Now, there are still a few places where masks are required.
Yes.
So we know that they are in
long-term care homes,
Yep.
Public transit, so if you're taking the bus, the train.
Yeah, and even shelters as well.
Yes, shelters too.
So those places are still mandatory. So if you're gonna go on the bus, you're gonna go on the subway, streetcar, you still have to have your mask on you. But if you're not going in any of those settings, like let's say you're gonna go into the classroom.
Yeah, or if you're going to the mall,
Yeah.
going to work, in most places, you're not required to wear that mask anymore.
Exactly. And so it's an interesting time. In fact, we spoke with some people here on the street, gauged how they're feeling about it, and some interesting takes.
For sure, and I feel like a lot of people felt similarly. It was kind of a consensus for once.
Roll the tape. As you know, masks no longer required. How you feeling? Mask on, mask off?
At the moment, mask on. To each their own. Everybody gets to choose and make the decision for themselves. And for the moment, indoors it's mask on. Yeah.
What has it been like inside? Any weird looks? Any side eye?
No, everybody's just walking around shopping like normal.
Are you mask on or mask off?
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Everyone should be free to do whatever. If I feel like keeping mine for now.
Why do you feel like keeping yours on right now?
Just to protect myself.
Yeah.
Like the virus is so transmissible. I just want to play it safe for now.
Yeah.
Outdoor will be a different story, but like in stores, it's better for now.
It's still too early. You should have a mask on.
Are you team mask on or mask off right now?
Both, whatever you prefer. Like that is safe for us. If it's outside and in a big space, it's good.
Right.
But it's a small spaces. I think that it's better to mask.
So I think what's been so interesting about, today is the timing of all of this, right? And some people have been concerned that did we move too fast, right? If you haven't heard yet, the school district in Hamilton,
they're fighting back.
They're fighting back. They defied the province's orders to end mandatory mask mandates, and in fact, Hamilton School Board, they're going to keep them in place until April 1st.
Okay, so we're seeing that kind of pushback from higher levels, right? It's not just people on the street who aren't comfortable with it.
100%. And then we've also been reading about
overseas, we're seeing a surge in cases too, right?
Yeah.
So China recently reporting the first couple of deaths in a year.
Yeah.
And they're seeing high number of cases over there. We're also seeing high cases
in Europe.
Across Europe.
Right.
So Germany removing most restrictions, not all, but most, and they had I believe it was around 300,000 cases.
Yeah.
So
again, a lot of things to take into account, and I think the people who are cautious are looking at those numbers and saying, whoa, are we moving too fast? There are other people on the other side of the spectrum saying, well, our Ontario science table says that it's okay. The government is saying that it's okay. Other provinces are doing this as well. Nova Scotia has moved in this direction. Alberta has moved in this direction. BC moving in this direction. So we're seeing this right across Canada. But the real question is, how are you feeling about all of this?
Yeah.
At the same time, I mean, are you feeling comfortable? Are you team mask on? Are you team mask off? Let us know in the comment section. We've also heard from some people that it's the timing of this announcement that may have been interesting because of, as we know, there is an election coming in just 2 months.
Know how that goes.
And of course, some, parties might be looking for
a little more support.
A little bit more support, yeah, and maybe a bump in the approval ratings and so forth. But at the same time, I mean, if much of the country is moving in this direction, then it would have been weird if Ontario didn't move in this direction too.
That's true. I agree. My concerns, as always, are about the kids, right? Like a lot of little kids still aren't vaccinated.
Right.
A lot of kids who are vaccinated are only partially vaccinated, and it's fine as adults, right? Teachers, faculty in schools, they've had the time to get fully vaccinated and everything. I just don't know that this is, I understand why people with children are concerned.
100%.
Right.
I think some parents, though, who have been concerned about the mask wearing is that it was uncomfortable for some kids. Breathing in some of the masks, especially for young kids, even trying to keep it on was also difficult.
For sure.
So we've been hearing both sides of the spectrum, but we want to just hear how you guys feel. Of course, again, another big day in Ontario. Mask mandates, mandatory mask mandates officially dropped in the province. Are you in favor or are you opposed?
And why?
Ooh, I love that.
Why? I want to know why.
Alrighty.
I do.
Thank you so much, Deb. Hey BG Squad, thanks so much for checking out our channel. And listen to this, we have more great content for you, like this video right here and this video right here. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel right now and tap that notification bell.